The whole world assembled to defend Nnamdi Kanu as UN finally endorsed his freedom. Yes, my dear listeners, this is no longer a joke. In fact, it is now currently happening. It is not only Nigerian this time around. In fact, the whole world is now speaking about Nnamdi Kanu's freedom. The whole world is supporting and calling Bola Ahmed Tinubu to release Nnamdi Kanu. In this very video, you'll be listening to a very young man. In fact, you'll be shocked that this very young man knows so much about Nnamdi Kanu despite where he actually hailed from. That is to give you a little shock and a little idea that Nnamdi Kanu is not just known here in Nigeria but all over the world. As we speak right now, in fact, UN is taking it up squarely to make sure that Nnamdi Kanu is released by force, by fire. Freedom for life. Now, take your time to watch this very video and then you will know that truly Nnamdi Kanu deserves freedom. Watch it to the very end. Thank you.
What comes to your mind? You have to ask. If you don't know who is Nnamdi Kanu, you need to ask. You need to maybe you need to make research for yourself to know who Nnamdi Kanu. And if it happens that you make research for yourself, you understand that Nnamdi Kanu is a person who stood for the betterment of the country called Nigeria. Even though he stood most especially for the betterment of the people of Biafra, he has his reason, and his reason is something that we continue to ponder. We continue to ask questions: are the Biafra to go, or are they not to go? The middle belt are supporting the Biafra. Why are the core not are saying no to that? The core not are saying no to that because they know they have no future for this country. They not have no future for this country. That is why they don't want Nnamdi Kanu to be out. If they have a future, a legacy for this country, you know what they would do? They will say, let Nnamdi Kanu come out and let Nnamdi Kanu be able to tell people on how he wants this country to become great. But if they see that his ways to take Biafra with him is the possible position to make this country to be great, then they should allow him to do that, because that is the only chance that we can have, which will even make the corner to benefit. Because when you have a peaceful agreement with a person, that person, because of that agreement, he makes you his friend. But by the time you kick against him, you continue to fight him, you continue to stand against him, you are opposing every word he is coming out with. And this man has a clear evidence. He is not a terrorist. He does not stand for the wicked that is going on in this country. He stands for what we all know to be freedom and justice, equality for all men. That is what all I know. Thank you very much.
Why do you think that the middle belt are now standing with Nnamdi Kanu instead of following the Fulanis? Why do you think?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You see, the middle belt, the reason why they want to go with Nnamdi Kanu is because they have seen the lights. You know, if you see lights, you know, you see light in the midst of chaos. Will you follow chaos? If you see light in the midst of chaos, you would like to follow light, because that light is the only truth that will bring down chaos. And because you have seen the light, and that light will be a reason for you to make a decision. Who do you want to follow? Do you want to follow chaos, or do you want to follow the light? And that Nnamdi Kanu is a symbol of lights. Do you know why Nnamdi Kanu today is suffering? Many people don't understand. They don't know what freedom is all about. Let me tell you what freedom is all about. Freedom that you see is not just bought for nothing. Because even Jesus Christ bought freedom for us with his blood. If Jesus Christ will give us freedom with his blood, what does that tell you? It tells you that if you are going to have freedom, then you must have courage. You must have courage, and you must resist every accusation that is coming to stop you. You must say no to it because of the courage you have in you. But by the time you submit yourself, you bow down to chaos, you bow down to all the accusation, then it render you become useless, you become nothing, and your right, your freedom will be taken from you because you refuse to have courage. So Nnamdi Kanu is a man that I believe that courage will continue to be in him. Why am I saying this? If Nnamdi Kanu is after money, by now Nnamdi Kanu will not be in that place. You need to get it. If Nnamdi Kanu is after money, do you know how much did they bring in his ears? If Nnamdi Kanu should tell you what they are telling him, things that you and I are not seeing, which we know the government can do, just for him to give up in trying to take his people into the land which he believed. Biafra, a war that Ojukwu was not able to conquer. That doesn't mean that they will not conquer. History happens so that we can, when we see it in the future, we can redefine history. So all the lies that they have been telling us and all the ways which they have been following, now our eyes is clear. We know who is who. Now we know who have the truth, and we know who doesn't have the truth. And we all know that Nnamdi have the truth. And that is why today, if you see Nnamdi Kanu, sorry to say this, but I have to say it. If you see Nnamdi Kanu today, God has covered his shame, because he's walking in the truth. What about the other people that are opposing him? They are the sponsor of Boko Haram. We've been talking about people are not listening. They are the one who says that this country is not going to have the incredible things which God has given to us. They are the one who are opposing everything that is going to come, that is going to be of a benefit to the generosity of humanity. They are the people that will say no. They amass it for themselves. Look at them. How do you see them, and how do you see Nnamdi Kanu? A man that lives simple life. And that is what leadership is all about, living a simplicity life. But these people, they embezzle more than enough, and they.
So, my dear viewers, you can now see what I was telling you. You heard the truth from the mouth of this guy. You see how he was quoting Nnamdi Kanu back to back, front to front, without any missing word. Will you believe that someone from that very tribe will know so much about Nnamdi Kanu, a man from the southeast? My people, Nnamdi Kanu maramado. Nnamdi Kanu know people. People know Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu is an icon. Is a world icon. Is a world figurehead. He's more than a president. Even Donald Trump himself respect him. So what are we talking about, my people? I would like you to say something on this very matter, because it concerns you, concern me, concern everybody. Because as it is right now, whether Tinubu like it or not, all this it will be released. It will be released. It's no longer what we want to hear. We want him released straight up. That's what we want. Please subscribe to this very channel to get more updates about this very news. Thank you.